Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Welcome to the Northwoods Beer Guy Podcast. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Northwoods Beer Guy Podcast. This is Mike, the Northwoods Beer Guy. And as always, I am joined by Jim.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How about you?
Another day in paradise. Living a dream.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're back in the studio here, and we just threw away our bottle opener because we don't have a bottle today.
We don't.
Nope.
We can drink beer.
Oh, we got cans.
Oh,
Remember
so we're still going to be able to do it.
Oh, yeah, we're still drinking.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of a silly question. Of course,
I just wanted to make sure because I was like, you threw away the bottle opener.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching some videos on other ways to open bottles, but we just went with cans.
Sure.
So,
these all even look the same height.
Yeah, they're all 12 ouncers. When's the last time we had nothing but 12 ounce cans? I think it's been a while.
Shinerbach. They were all 12
That
ounce.
is going to haunt me forever.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't forget.
It pretty much, I think, is. Last time that we probably had all of them in a 12 ounce can. Well, hopefully this doesn't end up the same way.
Right. This is not a category that I'm looking forward to, but it's a category that we probably need to do.
Yeah, we've done some on these styles before. This should be interesting because I think these are they're similar, but they're not,
Right. This is going to be a good palate test.
There you go. Going to see how much you've evolved, so to speak. No, it's not sours, ladies and gentlemen. It is IPAs. I can hear the excitement in your voice there, and yeah, it's going to be good. Well, I shouldn't say it's going to be good. It's going to be a good test.
Yeah, I've been so looking forward to this. Not. I mean, the hard part again for me, it's like we talk sours. You have sours, then you have sweet sours.
Yeah.
It's like, how are they in the same category? And just like these IPAs, you've got super hoppy IPAs, and then you got the sweet ones that are fruited.
Yeah, you got the ones that taste more like fruit and are very little of that hop stuff to it.
So my hope is that we've got more of the fruity ones.
We'll see. Hopefully. You never know. I think a couple by name might be. So we're gonna try it. So
and just FYI, I did find some more questions for you.
Oh, great.
So I'm ready for that too when it comes to that.
When it comes to that time.
When you get too happy.
Okay.
Let me know and I'll bring you back to earth.
Sure. All right. Well, hey, we might as well break into the first one. I'll let you open and pour. I'll read the info here.
All right.
So this one is Dale's Easy IPA.
Got a
cat call. Alabama boss. This is from Oscar Blues Brewing. It is 4.9% ABV. Now, it didn't say anything about IBUs. So we're kind of going into this blind. Now, this one is by far the lowest ABV of the class.
Way down there.
So I'm guessing an easy IPA is going to be like a session IPA where it's really pretty low,
Let's hope.
So let's see what they said about Dale's Easy IPA. They said the aroma of this easy drinking IPA is chock full of tropical and citrus notes. Chock full. You heard that, right? Chock full. The flavor has a light bitterness. Are you still okay?
I'm still. You said light.
Light bitterness and an effervescent mouthfeel backed up.
What does that mean?
It's effervescent. If you don't know, I can't explain it.
Can you buy that at Walmart?
Maybe.
Is that next to Ambiance?
Yes. Let's see. Where was I? Mouthfeel backed up by a surprisingly substantial body. Finishes clean, dry, and refreshing with another tropical punch delivered by Eldorado, Citra, and Mosaic hops. Some people have asked, this is just Piner, right? And we said, good question. I'm not sure what Piner is. So I'm a little concerned. Going into it, dude, I thought this was going to be probably the most mellow one. And now it's talking about bitterness, dry, stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting.
Well, there's a little aroma.
Yeah, you can smell a little bit of aroma. It doesn't smell bad.
More citrusy than hoppy.
Yep, I agree with you there. That's not bad.
No, I mean, for all the words that they had in there.
Those big words.
Yeah. Those kind of scared me more than the actual flavor.
You're right. Honestly, okay, like I said, I was going into it thinking this is going to be real mellow. The write-up, I was like, this is going to be, almost punchy in the mouth kind of thing. This is not bad. This is pretty smooth.
Yeah. I would definitely say when it says easy IPA, this is definitely easy tasting.
Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, this could be a lawnmower beer.
Almost, yeah.
It's almost there, but I don't like IPA, so I wouldn't buy it. So
right.
I wouldn't be able to have it for my lawnmower.
I understand. But this,
well, what is this? Is just Piner.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Did you get the answer to that one?
No.
Yeah, I mean, it to me, it's for a non-IPA guy, it is okay. It is not if you have the same palate as I do, where you don't like IPAs, you shouldn't be scared by this one. I was definitely going to be scared because it doesn't say anything about like the other ones where it actually has fruit in the name.
Right.
This one doesn't, but it doesn't have fruit, but it has a little more citrusy flavor-ish.
Yeah.
It's not over the top citrus, but it's got a little bit of a hit to it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And like I said, this being cold, and that's really kind of the important part of IPAs. You got to drink them cold.
Yes.
It is pretty smooth, and mellow. We've had a lot worse.
Yes.
And so, I mean, this one, again, I don't usually recommend IPAs to new people that have never tried them before because, the hop flavor is so polarizing.
Yes.
But this one is not bad. I mean, it's pretty good for not being like a juicy IPA, so I mean, this is one I think people could possibly drink for their first one.
After I've had that last sip, my mouth is a little bit dry, but nothing obnoxious.
Right.
It's not like it's just sucking the moisture out of my mouth. It's letting you know I think that there's hops there.
Yep.
But I think it might have the right amount.
I agree with you, honestly, because, well, last week, remember we had the one where it had a dry. Right. It wasn't an IPA, but there was that hop, really kind of a dryness to it.
It sucked the water right out of your mouth.
Yeah, and we've had some IPAs that are extremely dry, and oof, they're kind of tough. This one, I don't mind this one.
Yeah, this is okay. What are you going to do for a score?
Honestly, on Dale's Easy IPA, I might go like a 2.7.
Wow, that's solid. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good one, and like I said, I think a newer person could probably drink it and be fine with it.
Yeah, I was going to go right in that same range too. I guess my challenge is that I haven't ever rated IPAs high,
right,
above a 2.5. So
you have a conundrum.
Yes, so I'm not trying to say anything bad about it. I'm trying to just come up with a score that's reflective of that beer. Mm-hmm. And I know this is our first one, and I think we're split down the middle. Half are fruity and half are not fruity.
Yep.
So I'm going to say a 2.7 as well, just because I don't know what the future is going to hold for us for the rest of these.
I'm glad I was sitting down because that's crazy for your kind of score that you normally give. So
I know.
Awesome.
So are you ready for your first easy question?
Sure.
All right. So
these are all on IPAs?
All on IPAs.
Okay.
Yep. Were IPAs created in India?
No.
Why? So because it's called an India Pale Ale.
If I remember right, they were created in, was it England or somewhere? And they had added more hops to survive because they shipped them by boat. So they had to stay whatever longer. Isn't that part of it?
So I'll fill in the gaps.
Okay.
While IPA stands for India Pale Ale, India was not the country that created it. However, it has a lot to do with it. During their efforts to colonize India, the British made several failed attempts to send beer to their troops overseas. Extreme temperatures and lack of refrigeration caused spoilage every time. So adding extra hops is what helped them.
So it was almost kind of like a natural preservative a little bit.
Yes.
Interesting.
So the other ones all dovetail off that very first question.
Okay.
So that
what was the name of the dude that?
Well, that's coming up next.
Oh, great.
I got the year, the dude, and the name of the brewery.
All right.
So what do we got next?
All right. Well, the next one we actually have 3 from this company. So it's going to be an interesting, we should say we have 2 from Oscar Blues as well.
Oh, yep.
So it's going to be kind of an interesting comparisons. This one is by Voodoo Ranger, or I should say their series Voodoo Ranger. Yep. It's by New Belgium.
Yep.
And out of Fort Collins, Colorado. And this is their Voodoo Ranger Blaze Lightning. Yes. This is a 7.3% ABV and 20 IBUs. Now, their description says a flashy, hazy, tropical IPA. Big flavor and personality with a high-flying 7.3% ABV. If you remember one of the episodes when I had my brother on there, I asked him about when they always say, oh, tropical flavors. And I go, does that come from hops?
Right.
And he said, none that I've ever used.
Right. I was going to say,
Typically, it's always like a grapefruit or a pine.
right.
So I'm not sure what else there has to be some other things that they add to get a little bit more of a tropical fruit flavor.
Right.
Just guessing, but
And I see they didn't tell us either.
no, that was a trade secret.
Yeah.
No, the thing that's cool with the Voodoo Ranger, I do like their mascot.
Yes.
It's like kind of a skeleton looking guy he looks like he's a fighter pilot or has like the goggles and
the helmet
and such.
except for this guy.
Oh, this one he's wearing some
a
sort
cowboy
of
hat.
Oh, dang. All right.
So
this
yeah,
is
so they get at least a 10th of a point for their artistic
yeah.
artwork there.
Yes, for sure.
And the other part too, I like IBUs are low right off the bat. So
Yeah.
let's hope
That's
the taste is
true, yeah.
The score they gave it.
Pretty mild.
Yeah, not a lot of aroma.
No. That one's got a little different flavor to it compared to the first one. I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
what flavor are you picking up? Because I'm not getting.
I don't know. I've got almost like kind of that little bit of a bitter, almost like a dank.
Yeah, I'm not
super.
I'm not
heavy.
picking up a lot of flavor of
Right.
anything. So it's like I don't know. I'm trying to. I really don't know what the flavor profile is.
Yeah. Hop wise, there's not a lot of hop bite to it.
No.
This is a little confusing.
Yeah, I wish I could describe it better. I don't know. Big flavor and personality. High fly.
Yeah. I'm not really picking up any tropical fruit flavor either.
No, I don't. I honestly don't get a lot of flavor or bitterness or anything,
No.
which is so weird. I mean, you're usually expecting from an IPA something to slap your own.
Right. Well, I was going to say on the initial swallow, it had kind of a little bit of a weird, funky type thing to it, but there's no aftertaste really. There's no dryness. So
There's no dryness.
that's good. But
This is like drinking cold water with foam.
kind of, there's not, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's kind of,
I mean, I thought maybe it was just me, but I'm not picking up hardly any flavor, anything.
like I said, there's a flavor, but it's pretty mellow.
I mean,
and
they say big flavor and personality, but I don't know.
and like I said, hop wise, it's not bad at all. 20 IBUs, and this one is pretty
low.
mellow.
Yeah, this
This one, I think the IBU taste is lower than the first one.
yeah the easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't ever had an IPA, this would be the one.
This could be another one that's actually not a bad way to start.
You're not going to really know. You're going to probably be lulled into a false sense of security when if you think, well, is this the way all IPAs are?
Then you're going to come across a few other ones.
Yeah, this is really weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting.
Wow.
I guess you get to go first.
I guess the hardest thing for me to score is, and I don't know how to say this the right way, but I mean, we're always looking for flavor, except me, I don't like the flavor of IPAs.
Right.
And this doesn't have a bad flavor. It just doesn't have hardly any flavor. So I'm going to say a 2.5, I guess, because it's lacking flavor, but there's nothing really bad about it. It's just for an IPA, I don't know if I've ever had one that's had this low of flavor to it. I don't, it's really hard to explain.
I would agree with you. I'm going to go at 2.4.
Oh, a little lower.
Just a little lower, because of the same thing. There's, they're talking big flavors and tropical fruit and all that, and I didn't get any of that. I did give him a 10th of a point for the artwork.
Oh, there you go. Awesome.
So, I'm sure you did too.
Right, that's what mine.
Yes,
2.5.
Yes, and like I said, there was on that initial taste, I did have that little bit of a kind of a weird flavor at first in the initial swallow.
Yep.
And it's like on the second and third swallow, it wasn't bad.
Right.
It kind of went away, but it's still just what they were. What I was expecting and what, from what they were saying, it really didn't
come
fall
through.
in there. Yeah.
All right. So back to our questions.
All right.
Next one's another easy one.
Perfect.
You should have no problem getting this one.
Yep.
Last time we talked about an IPA, India Pale Ale, was created in
England.
England.
Yep.
Because for the transit to India.
Yes.
Not because it was started in India.
Correct. Yep.
So then with that knowledge, that's my hint.
Okay.
Who was the first brewer and brewery to create IPAs, and in what year?
Starts with a 1.
Starts with a 1.
All right. I got it. Done.
So I gave look at all the multiple hints I gave you now.
So you want the name of the brewery, the name of the guy? Oh, geez.
I got first and last name too.
Oh, geez. Yeah. I'm not going to get that. First IPA, because I'm not even sure who in England still makes an IPA. Who? I don't. I'll go with the year 1795.
All right. The London brewer, George Hodgson
Oh, okay.
of East London's Bow Brewery is credited with creating the first official IPA in 1793.
Oh, I was close. That was a huge guess. I've never heard of Mr. Hodgson.
Is that a D is silent maybe, or HODGSON?
Okay. Hodgson. Yeah, and Bow Brewing. Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still around.
Right. Interesting. Well, that's a cool bit of history.
Yes.
Honestly, to figure, because I think a lot of people do think that IPAs were from India.
Right. So again, what are we trying to do?
We educate as well as entertain.
There you go.
And drink beer, of course. That's the worst part of the job.
We're trying.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, we're up to beer number 3, and this is by Stone Brewing.
Stone.
Out of Escondido, California.
I've been there. That's by San Diego.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Southern California.
This is their Delicious IPA. That's the name. Delicious IPA.
Just delicious.
Delicious. Yep.
Okay.
7.7% ABV.
We stepped it up.
75 IBUs.
Ooh, say it again.
75 IBUs.
Yowza.
This one will probably be super smooth.
Wow, that's
so
scary.
let's see what they said. They said, when creating an IPA deserving of the name Delicious, intense flavor was paramount, and that's just what this bright citrus-forward standout brings to the table. Crafted to reduce gluten, the beer and its magnificent lemon candy-like flavor and hop spice can be enjoyed by nearly everyone.
Nearly everyone. Didn't say by me though, right?
You might not be in the nearly category, is what you're thinking?
Ooh.
We're going to find out. So 75 IBUs. This is one of the higher. We had that one a couple weeks ago that was 90. That was not an IPA.
Right.
It was a barley wine. Well, this is going to be interesting. I can smell the hop.
Yeah, I
don't
smell lemon.
It's not like super strong aroma.
The aroma is not very strong
It's
at all.
probably one of those that is going to trick you. And then you're going to take a big old swig, and then you're going to.
And what I've noticed too, I've tried to just test, because we don't have the clear glass this time.
Yep.
But the head seems, all these first 3 have all been, the head you pour stays with
it. Stays there. Yeah, I've noticed that, especially on the last one. It really stayed in there.
So I don't know if that's a characteristic of IPAs or just these, but that's interesting.
For 75 IBUs, I'm not going to lie, it lingers a bit, but it's not as bad as I was expecting.
Correct. And I don't get maybe a little bit of a lemon drop. I mean, on the very, very end of the finish. But
yeah, there's
very slight.
Just a very faint hint of something there. It could be the lemon. I would think that, again, calling attention to that, it would be more pronounced. Yeah.
This is not there's not a lot of flavor again.
So far, that's kind of been
the theme
so far.
Even like there's not a lot of dryness. I mean, there's a little bit, but
not. I was expecting that really have a dryness to it. This is crazy.
I mean, it doesn't taste bad. I mean, even for an IPA, and for me that I don't like them. I mean, it is okay. It's not like something I'm going to go out for and try to search it out. But I mean, we've got it. I'm drinking it. I'm not getting anything like overly bad about it.
This is like one I would, if I had a can of it, I would drink one.
Right.
And then switch to something else, because I think I would definitely get burned out on that. But it's not, I was expecting it to be really harsh, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And it's fine, Yeah.
What's weird is, we have had some IPAs where it was just an IPA and it did not taste anything like these first 3.
Right.
Nothing like them at all.
Are we sure they're IPA? It says on the cans they are. So
that's
really kind of different.
I mean, I was kind of looking forward to the lemon part that they talked about.
Yep.
Because I mean, I don't know if we've had many IPAs that had that lemon characteristic, but
not really. I don't think. But
I'm not even tasting the lemon. It's definitely different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Score wise, again, when a company calls out a certain ingredient and you really can't pick it up, it's kind of like, really?
Right.
So I'm going to go at 2.3 on this one, kind of because of that. Right. Again, it's not bad. The hop flavor, it's there, but it's not overpowering like I was expecting.
Right.
But it's just okay,
I'll give them 1/10 of a point because it is 7.7% ABV. So it is a little bit higher. It's not your standard 4 or 4.2 ABV.
Right.
But like you said, there's the flavor, even citrus parts. I mean, even if we don't get a lemon, I don't get much citrus. So I'm right in there with you. I was going to say a 2.3 as well. It doesn't taste bad. I mean, for the non-IPA guy, it doesn't taste bad. It's just, there's not a whole lot. There's just not a lot there.
Yep. I agree with you. And Stone, they're kind of known for their IPAs.
Right.
Now, we have had other Stone IPAs, and they've got some pretty good ones.
Right.
But this one, we've never had this particular one before. And yeah, I guess to me, it's not quite as good as some of their other ones.
Not to say that we knew this going in, but the song Pontoon Out on the Boat, I mean, these are probably beers you drink on a pontoon, because, I mean, there's not a lot of flavor. You're going to be able to drive out somewhere and come back, because there's not much here.
That first one would be perfect.
Yeah.
Honestly, for that. So
wow.
All right.
So next easy question, number 3.
All right.
When is National IPA Day?
See, what really sucks is I've seen it. And again, you see it go, oh, hey, and then you don't think of the date.
Yep.
It's got to be like in the spring or early summer. I will say.
You can either give me the date of this year's or when it is every year.
Oh, it's different?
Right, because it's based on the day of the week.
Oh, well, so I could just give you the day. I got a 1 in 7 shot.
Right, and the month.
Oh.
And which week of the month?
Let's say it's on a Wednesday in like the 3rd week in May.
So close. You were so close. It's the first Thursday in August.
I was right there.
You were right there.
I was right there.
August 6th, 2026 is this year.
I would have thought they'd had it more in the summer,
right.
Or earlier. But
right. So this is like right at the end of summer.
Yeah, kind of at the end of summer. Huh. Interesting.
Right. So.
Yeah, I was only how many months off? I see you're cringing already on the next one. It's all right, dude. You can do it. So this is from Oscar Blues, and this is Dale's Double IPA.
Double. Well, both Dales can kick off.
Yeah. This is 9%.
So we've stepped it up.
We stepped her up again. Now, this is from Longmont, Colorado. Oscar Blues is.
Okay.
All right. So here's what they say. Aroma is pine, citrus, peach, and melon swirled together and continue into the first sip. Flavors of fruit and graham cracker are in each taste with medium-bodied sweetness and balancing bitterness.
Graham cracker?
Yeah, I've never
Didn't we
heard
have a beer recently that had graham. Oh, it was fig.
Well, but we've had typically when you hear graham cracker, it's more like a stout.
Yeah.
Like the s'mores stouts and things like that.
There's a lot of flavors you mentioned that are not usually associated with an IPA.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too, because it's like, okay, peach, melon. Yeah, graham cracker is really like, what?
And isn't that gin?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, this could really
and
be
also IPAs. Aroma again is kind of
and the head on mine is staying right there. It's not
that has been 4 for 4.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's staying right there. The head does not go away.
On the first taste, I can safely say I don't taste graham cracker.
Yeah, there was some kind of melonish flavor-ish melon.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I don't know what that is.
I do kind of, you get kind of the piney flavor from the hop. Citrus, I think the citrus and the melon, because I'm not really calling out any kind of peach, really, but you do get kind of a melon type thing to it.
Yeah, I can't distinctly tell you what type of melon it is.
No. And again, like I said, graham cracker, I'm just not picking up graham cracker at all.
No. A good thing for me, too, I'm not getting a lot of hop flavor or hop bitterness. It is on the more fruitier side.
Yeah.
Fruity-ish side, I guess.
Yeah. It's not like if you had like a hazy where it really is or a juicy IPA where it has more of that flavor, but it is present there.
Just re-educate me again, too. Double IPA does not mean twice
the hops. No.
It's more the ABV.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yep.
Because, so it is 9%.
It's 9%.
So when they say double,
it's more of the, the alcohol content.
So it is that, because I was a little afraid there too.
Right.
Yep. But so here's, and I don't know if you're the marketing guy, you can correct me. So the outside of your can is very nondescript, and it just says double IPA. And for me, the non-IPA liker, I would rather want to know about your pine, citrus, peach, and melon flavors on the outside of your can to tell me about that rather than saying double IPA.
Right. I said, now on the back, there's a bunch of verbiage that I can't read from
and
here.
I looked at that, it didn't
say any of that on there.
No, the only thing it says basically is people wanted more. So we were listening and we created this double IPA to double down on American hops and brew it to 9%.
Okay.
So still doesn't say anything about, and I think for me as somebody that does not seek out IPAs, this to me is pretty important to know that the flavors and aromas are going to be pine, citrus, peach, and melon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That it's not going to have that hop bitterness, hop dryness. So to me, it makes it, a little bit more palatable to drink. So
here's an interesting thing I got for you.
Okay.
So here's a little bit of information on double IPAs.
All right.
Double IPAs are the most bitter of any beer style. It's a big IPA, meaning more alcohol, more hops, more of everything. Okay. They give food pairings, not for this one, but for a double IPA.
Yep.
Blue cheese and carrot cake. Okay. Aroma and flavor, typically grapefruit, pine, tropical, or dank. And then ingredients, U.S. or other New World hops, pale malts, and maybe restrained use of caramel malts. And then they use U.S. ale yeast in it.
Yeah, none of that really applies to this one.
Then it has alcohol content high, color yellow to amber, bitterness high. Now, this one is not that high.
No, it's...
You know what I mean? So there's different
variation. Sub.
Well, and in just even... Yeah,
categories.
Like in a double IPA, there's so wide of variations, just like anything. That, I'm sure there are some that we've had that are really high and really bitter. This one's not like that.
Like now, in between where I had my last sip till now, there's a little bit of a dryness, a little bit of a hoppy flavor, but it's still not, it's not bad.
It's fairly mellow for what we had before.
Right. But does that make sense that I was trying to say about, on your marketing part? Because that's the hard part. Like this was in the build your own 6-pack, and I only picked it up because it said IPA. So I was already committed to getting it.
Right.
But if you're going to someplace where you can grab it, reach in and grab something and drink it right there, you're like, double IPA can be scary. Right. But these flavors are good to know. To me, that would have been a reason why to try it.
Yep. I agree with you. Because I think even for people that like regular IPAs, I think sometimes when they see double, it does scare some people off.
Right.
The more adventurous drinker, I think they'd be like, oh yeah, let's try it, And yeah, I agree with you. I think that just putting that, we said that before about some other styles where if you put this word on there, it could chase people off. And it's like, why? Why would you put something else on there too? Right. You can still have it, but then say, like you said, these flavors kind of thing.
Because they do have where it says 9% on the front.
Yeah.
Well, then just tell us a little bit more.
Right.
I'll get off my soapbox.
I
guess I'm just trying to help the Dales. Or Oscars.
Oscar Blues.
Right.
So what are you thinking on a score?
All right. So to make sure I'm doing it right. So it is, since it's a double, it's 9% ABV. So that's positive right there. That's, we're getting into that realm where some of our barrel aged stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So, and it does not taste like high alcohol to me. I just wish I could have tasted maybe a little more of the citrus, the peach, or the melon. On the very first taste sip, I got a little bit of melon, but now since then it hasn't came back. So it's not bad. Could I drink a whole can by myself? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to experiment that far. So I'm going to say a 2.6. I still like the easy IPA first. But I think both the Dales in this category are actually okay.
Yeah, so far I think they're both. Yeah, I'm going to go a 2.5 on this. Again, I agree with everything you said. I did get a little bit of some kind of, I had that little pine flavor, a little bit of melon. I really didn't get much peach, and I couldn't tell you that there, if it didn't say in the write-up that there was graham cracker, I never would have even considered that. But I do think of the 4 we've had so far, that one, and you're right, the 2 Dales are right now are kind of the top so far.
Right.
So we'll see if that holds or not. But for double IPA, it was not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
For me, the non-IPA guy is happy to know that. All right. So are you ready for your next question?
Yes, sir.
So this is going to really test you, I think.
Oh, man.
Before we went on the air, I was telling you I was doing some research and about the different subcategories of IPAs and this and that.
Yep.
So the same group of guys that came up and said there's only 4 categories of IPAs.
Okay.
They also have designed an IPA special drinking glass. What is the name of that glass and how was it shaped?
I don't know the name. The name that I can think of right off the top of my head is a tulip glass.
Ooh.
But I don't know if that's it or not. And I'll just say that. And if it's right, then I'll try and describe it.
All right. So it is such a nice name. I'm going to have to spell it.
Oh, boy.
So here's how it's spelled.
Okay.
Spiegelau. Is that spy glue? Glue?
Something like that.
IPA glass is the new standard for sipping this beloved brew. The rippled pedestal base and round bowl showcase the varying aromatic profiles of this hop-forward beer, persevering its frothy head and volatile components while maintaining a wide opening for the drinker to comfortably nose the beer.
Interesting.
I did not.
You know what's crazy is for every beer style, there's a different glass.
I know.
You know what I mean? And it's like, wow.
Well, as a marketing guy,
yeah.
you used to be like, oh, they're smart because then you can't just drink the same glass for every beer. You could have a different glass. You buy in more things.
Oh, exactly.
And there's probably different merch to go with it.
Oh, too, sure. You know, and I think we've talked about it before, but I was watching something and they had, I think it was like this world-renowned bartender kind of guy. Oh. And he said the worst thing that ever happened to beer was the pint glass.
Oh.
Because he's like, it doesn't showcase anything.
Other than you can get a lot of beer in a clear glass.
Yeah. You know, so I think for like a lot of the craft beers, they have all these, the snifter glass, which we've had several, and with your higher ABV stuff and all that. So, I mean, it's just kind of crazy how, so an IPA has its own, and all that.
And I cannot, and again, what's the word I would be looking for? Like these guys designed this glass and did this, but there's no governing body to say, yes, you are correct. We're going to like bow to you. This is, so they came up, you and I could come up with a glass and say, this is the way to drink
whatever,
bourbon.
Yeah. Bourbon barrel. You can't have a rum barrel and a bourbon barrel in the same kind of glass.
Right. So I give you that question, not knowing.
Oh, right.
Who.
But that's kind of interesting because you do think about it. And when you go to a brewery, they have different glasses for some of the stuff. Now, I have not seen this particular
the Spiegelau
I haven't seen that one yet. So, all right.
So what are we up to?
We're up to beer number 5.
Beer 5.
And this is another Voodoo Ranger from New Belgium. And this is their Fruit Force IPA. Now, before I get into anything else, this should better have some fruit flavor to it, All
right. Well,
so this one is 9.5% ABV.
So does this mean it's a double?
I don't know. Well, it's kind of in there, I believe, because so 9.5%, 33 IBUs, and what their description says: Fruit Force is an American-style hazy imperial IPA, which technically imperial and doubles are very similar.
Very similar.
Yeah. And it's with a Fruit Force twist. So I don't know what that means, but I'm expecting we should have some kind of a fruity.
Oh, I can smell fruit.
Do ya?
Without even getting it up to my face. I can smell something.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
I mean, can you smell the
aroma? That's like, wow. That's almost like fruit cocktail or fruit punch.
Like from here without even, and my hand, I'm out like a couple feet away from my face.
Yeah. Well, take a whiff out of that glass. That is like a lot of fruity type flavor aroma.
That's a good, because again, you almost want to know a little bit more of what's in it. Fruit Force. Okay. Well, what fruit? I can't tell.
I don't know what fruit, but when you said fruit punch, it is definitely like a fruit punch type of smell.
I wish we kind of had smell-o-vision.
I know. I know.
To be able to smell what we're smelling. Because it actually smells good.
This is
probably one of the best aromas I think that we've had.
This has potential.
Yes.
We haven't tasted it yet. This has potential just on the aroma.
The aroma is very, very good.
Far the most aroma we've had so far.
And even outside of IPAs, the aroma is really, really good. All right, here we go.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's got some fruit in it.
That is,
it smells like fruit punch. It doesn't really taste like fruit punch, but it tastes fruity.
For me, the non-IPA guy, it does not taste like an IPA.
No.
If you had this in a blind taste test,
I would not guess this was an IPA.
Yeah, I could not. And again, the head is staying solid.
Yeah.
It's not going away.
I give all of these credits so far. They've all, the head stays on there.
Yeah. And I don't know if we've had a class like that where the head has stayed with the beer the whole time. It's not helping with the flavor or the aroma or anything, but it's just something unique because when you look at this, it's a beer. A lot of other times when the head goes away, you're like, oh, is that a mixed drink or is that a cocktail or what is?
Yeah. Now the head actually does help with the aroma.
Yep.
But this is like a lot of aroma, and there's a lot of flavors, and I don't get any kind of hop, bitterness or bite to it at all.
I mean, I think there's a slight hoppiness, little dryness, but nothing that would lead you to believe that this is an IPA.
Right. Yep.
I mean, there's no way
that's wild.
And again, at 9.5%.
This could get you messed up. I could drink a couple cans of this.
And again, we only knew about the Imperial, hazy Imperial IPA from the write-up. It doesn't say it on the can.
Yeah.
So you could reach in and go, this is fruit. All of a sudden, now you're drinking a 9.5%.
Yeah.
That's
what I said. This could mess you up.
Right. It tastes good. I mean, I'm definitely, for a non-IPA guy, very satisfied. Am I first?
No, I'm first on this one.
All right.
I like this. 9.5% does not taste like high ABV. I don't get hardly any hop. A lot of fruit, aroma-wise, taste-wise. I'm going to go 3.0.
Wow.
Honestly, I like this.
Solid.
And like I said, I do think that this one could, what you had just said, it could mess you up. If you had a 6-pack of it not knowing it was 9.5%, drink a couple, 2, 3 of them, and you're going to be like, another thing.
100% agree. And again, here's the challenge for me and me only. I don't like IPAs. I don't hate IPAs, but my scores have always tended to be much lower. And for whatever reason, and I don't know, I wish I had a Rolodex for a memory or a CPU where I could go back. But it appeared, to me, just thinking out loud, that when we started doing this 3-4-ish years ago,
this is our 4th season. Yeah,
the IPAs seemed to be in that dovetail of just hop. Now it seems like they're branching out into more fruitiness. And this is probably one of the best examples of a fruited IPA that I can remember. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean,
no, I agree with you. I do. This is good. And you are right. It's almost like they're trying to make them more drinkable, to more people.
Yes.
And I'm all for it. I do like regular IPAs too, but this, I don't mind this path they're going down.
And I don't know. I mean, I did not talk to New Belgium, but I mean, maybe they, heard some of our not, I wouldn't say complaints, but challenges where if you want to not get out to the masses, but if you want to appeal to more people, you're gonna have to take some of that hoppiness away. You can still call it IPA, but I mean, I'm right in there with you. My score is gonna be a 3.02. I mean, I'm just totally taken away by the aroma. I mean, because when I first popped that can, the aroma just came out.
Yeah, because I looked at you when I was reading the description, and you're like, like either it's good or it's bad. I don't know,
So, I mean, so to me, kudos for them for, I can't say listening to the market, but maybe moving to the way the market is looking towards. Because, I mean, granted, there's probably the old diehards that want to have this bitter, hoppy, dry flavor in their mouth. But I think, by and large, a lot more people are looking for something that's not that extreme, a little more fruity. I could be wrong.
I think you're right. I do think that there's definitely been a shift in the IPA market. And like you said, these companies still do make kind of your traditional IPAs for those guys that, like you said, that are really more into that hop bitterness and all that. But like I said, this is good.
Yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yep, I agree.
Let's hope the last one is in the same.
Yes, we're hoping.
And we set these up without knowing. We haven't had this.
We just went based again off of ABV.
Yep. So our last question, this is
super easy one, 2-parter.
You get one of 2 answers.
First word sounds like.
So
2 answers possible. Okay.
When IPAs were first created, were they designed to be drank warm or cold?
50-50 shot.
Yep.
I'm going to say warm because it's going to India.
Traditional English IPAs were meant to be drunk as cold as possible.
Dang it.
It was more refreshing that way. I was saying the same thing too, because I'm like, in 17, did they have?
Yeah, how did they cool?
They didn't have refrigerators, so
right.
So they must put ice or something.
It makes total sense though, because India's hot from everything I've ever heard. So it makes sense. And
right, so you probably didn't want to drink hot water in a hot.
Right.
So I didn't know that. So I was like, oh, that was interesting. Yeah. I'm like, because like you just mentioned it at the beginning of our podcast too, where these all taste good because they're cold.
Yes. Well, I was just going to say that. To this day, you're supposed to drink them cold.
Right. So you actually had the right answer to begin with.
Yeah. And then I second-guessed myself because they shipped it on a ship and it was going to be hot.
Yes.
So, well,
So you were right.
I was right
like,
to begin with.
Yes.
So,
all right. So our last beer.
We are on our last beer. And this is another Voodoo Ranger from New Belgium.
Okay.
This is their tropical IPA.
All right.
And this is another 9.5% and 33 IBUs.
So we've had several higher ABV.
Higher ABV IPAs. This one, okay, are you ready?
Uh-oh.
The description is explosive tropical flavors at a full throttle 9.5% ABV.
Wow.
So explosive tropical flavors.
That always sends me into a little bit of a hesitation when you say explosive, because you're not saying diarrhea, right?
Correct. No.
Okay.
Take a whiff of this one. I get tropical aroma. I mean, it's almost like a mango or
it's not as pronounced as the fruit punch.
Right.
But
right.
there
there's
is aroma.
Definitely kind of a fruity aroma.
I don't know if you noticed that, but the brute force and the tropical both have the same ABV and same IBU.
That's good. That's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, dang.
I wish I could tell the listeners. So this has a citrus flavor. I don't know.
I still think it's like a mango or
because it's almost got like a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a sweetness to it.
And not all, I would have to say probably few IPAs have a sweetness.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always it's always a bitterness, not a sweetness.
And I'll tell you what,
and
these last two, I would buy a sixer of these.
And the head?
Yeah. It's right there. It's still there.
And just for the listeners too, when I went to get this Build Your Own 6-pack, I only found 3 of this series.
Okay.
I think it's a series.
Yep.
But I think when I was doing the research, there is a fourth.
Oh, there's
one.
a fourth one. Okay.
So I did not find that one. So
Did it say what it was? Do you remember?
I do not remember, but it had something to do with fruit.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. For me now, like again, I don't taste hops. I don't taste bitterness.
Again,
I get more of a sweetness. I think this might even be better than the fruit.
I was just going to say that.
I mean, so Voodoo Ranger. I mean, they're branching out. I mean, so
I'm going to have to look for these, like in a 6-pack or something, because this is good.
The other brewmasters, if they're out there listening or want to listen to us, I mean, this for the non-IPA guy really is tasty. I wish there was a way that they could actually advertise a little more to let people know the flavor comes through more than an IPA does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I blindfolded you or covered these up and give them to you to taste, could you tell me that they're an IPA?
Nope, not at all. Not these last two. No way. Never would even guess it. I would think it was some sort of fruited, lager or ale or whatever, where it's not. Well, IPA is an ale, but you know what I'm saying. I would never guess that it was an IPA.
Yeah, I mean,
I would never guess it was 9.5%.
True on both. I mean, I can't say speechless because we're on a podcast,
right?
Because of. Dead air doesn't help the podcast.
No, exactly.
So, but just very difficult to come up with adjectives because again, the head is still staying there. I wish I could give more adjectives because I don't, what I'm afraid to say is that I'm actually liking some of these IPAs.
I know.
That's
You've come so far in 4 short years.
Right. But I mean, that's what I'm saying too, like how the brewers have kind of shifted into this. I mean, if all of them are shifted to this.
These last two, they're crazy. I mean, honestly, it's unbelievable how they're still IPAs, but they don't taste like IPAs, and it's
nothing remotely close.
No, and keep it up, keep it up. I mean, that's amazing.
And when when we talked the Lightning IPA and Delicious, that really didn't have a flavor. These last two,
loads and loads of flavor.
Citrus is coming through, and fruit punch. I mean, we're getting a very good flavor.
Very much so. So what are you thinking on a score for this one?
Well, I'm going to have to tip my cards and say this is, for me, the best one so far today. So I'm going to have to say a 3.1. I don't have a bitterness. I don't have a dryness. Start to finish, there's got a good flavor. My only downside is it says explosive tropical flavor. I can't tell the listener what that is. It tastes good. I don't know what it is to tell them.
Sure. Yep.
It's got good flavor. It's, very unique, but not bad. I mean, there's nothing bad about the flavor start to finish. I wish we had a couple more cans.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more.
You need to go back right now. No, I agree. I'm going to do the exact same score. I was going to say, I do like this one just a tick above the last one that had kind of that fruit punch flavor. This one, like I said, I do think I get a little bit of like maybe a mango-y kind of hint or some kind of fruit like that.
Yep.
And I'm impressed. Like I said, if listeners out there, if you can find the Voodoo range, and I don't know if it comes in, if there's a series of 4, if they have it in like a 12-pack where you get 3 of each, I don't know. But if you
I did look. I didn't see that at our place
where you were at. Yeah. or if you can find it in a 6-pack or whatever, definitely check out the Fruit Force and the Tropical IPA from Voodoo Ranger. Those are both extremely good. And yeah, 3.1. Again, the only downfall is after a couple of them, it could mess you up because they're 9.5% and they drink real easy. So, but yeah, I'm impressed. Really good. So yeah, I guess kind of, our wrap up. Well, the 2 Voodoo Rangers, honestly, Jim, honestly, the Voodoo Rangers and the 2 Dales, and they, for different reasons, I would say, the Dale or the Dales are more kind of a little bit closer to more of a traditional IPA, but very smooth. And that double IPA was extremely smooth for a double. So if you're looking for more of like your traditional flavors, I'd go with either of those. If you're looking for something that's kind of out of left field, let's say, not quite so much of a hop flavor, but more of like the fruitiness, and that by all means, definitely go for the last 2 Voodoo Rangers. And that, the Lightning, it was okay. But these 2 were head and shoulders above. Yeah. And I would say either of those, any of those 4 were good, but the 2 Voodoo Rangers were really kind of stood out for me. And yeah, I'd recommend those to anybody. Just remember it's 9.5%. So drink carefully.
Yes. I have to always preface by saying I'm not an IPA guy. You've definitely drank more IPAs than me, and you've got much more palate experience tasting some of these. So my comments come from, could I drink an IPA? Because some of these, I was not looking forward to this at all, not even slightly. And it surprised me in a good way. I was very pleasantly surprised. We didn't really have a bad IPA.
No.
In my opinion, on this show.
Yep.
So there was a couple at the beginning that didn't have a lot of flavor, but they were not bad. They weren't like dank, dry, bitter. They were not like that. So if you are a introductory craft beer drinker, or like me who maybe doesn't like IPAs, I think you could try any one of these 6 and try it. Not saying that you're going to go back and buy more, but at least you can say, hey, IPAs aren't that bad, and you could try it. But if you're, got the wheelhouse like Mike, and you've tried some more of these, the Voodoo Ranger ones, the last 2, I think seek those out and try them, because they are worth the time and effort to try to find them, because those are really good. I'm glad I was able to find them. When I bought these, I had very low expectations for us to like any of these, but I think this was a very good category, and I'm glad we tried it. So like my number 1 was the Tropical Force. The number 2 was the Fruit Force. That was hands down my number 1 and 2. The other ones were okay, but to me, it was just those last 2.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just still kind of blown away by, like you said, all of them, anybody could try them. If you're adventurous, or if you've had IPAs, try them, because there was not a real bad one.
Right.
There were a couple of our scores were lower, but it was more because they really didn't have flavor. But boy, yeah, those last 2 were just like, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, really good. So, good job, Voodoo Ranger, because I know that's one of their main, they'd like to do, just like the one down in Iowa, Pseudo Sue.
Toppling Goliath. Yes.
That's right.
They're kind of known for their IPAs, and
So Voodoo Ranger, New Belgium, they know how to do their IPAs.
Yep, for sure. Awesome. Well, cool, dude. Thank you so much for Jim picked these up, by the way. Yeah. So it was his mission to find some, and we got them. So
I went with a blindfold, and a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
I still. And I'm just wondering, like, watching you go through the build your own 6-pack and then going, IPA.
Going to tongs. Can I get a tongs? I don't want to touch it.
But it's like, again, I just remember back to the first episode that we ever did with IPAs. It's got to be at least 3 years ago. And your reaction now is totally different. But like you said before, the IPAs have evolved.
Yep.
But back then it was all about that hop, piney, grapefruit flavor, and now there's just all these other flavors. So,
and especially 9.5%.
Yeah, this has got to be some of the higher ABVs for IPAs that we've had.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah, and they don't taste like it.
No, exactly. Cool. Well, awesome, dude.
You did good on your questions, so I got to give you.
I did okay, but
you almost hit that year.
I almost hit the year. That was totally crazy.
So you're getting better.
Yeah, or luckier. I'm using my luck. Instead of winning the lottery, I'm getting close on years.
But it must be the beer tasting better.
It could be.
It's helping your thinker.
Makes my thinker think better.
Yes.
So cool. Well, awesome, Jim. Thank you once again for getting these and agreeing to do another IPA podcast.
If they're all like this, I can do more.
Exactly. Like I said, IPAs and sours are evolving and you're evolving. So it's nice. Hand in hand, dude.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. And again, make sure if you see any of these out there, especially those last 2 Voodoo Rangers, if you can find those, give them a try.
Yeah.
Because they are just unbelievable. You will not be disappointed.
No.
So awesome. Well, hey, thanks for listening. And like we always say, we hope your campfire's always warm.
And your beers are always cold.
See ya.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. If you have a question, a comment, or a beer you'd like us to review, please feel free to send us a message at northwoodsbeerguy@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're on Untappd, look up Northwoods Beer Guy and send a friend request. Until next week, I hope all your campfires are warm and all your beer is cold.